Hi, my name is Lee Hao. This presentation will cover the introduction and the background followed by a comparative analysis of global parks, cultural difference and localization strategy, and finally the recommendation and conclusion. Our global will represent a comparative analysis of two international Disneyland parks, Tokyo Disneyland in Japan and Disneyland parks in France. This is one of the most influential multinational entertainment companies in the world. Besides the movie and the media, it is then part of major part of this global expansion stage. This land part on not only entertainment destination but also powerful example of global branding and international business operation. However, when Disney expanded into different countries, it is faced an important challenges. Its most main it is stronger global brand identity while also adapting to different cultural values, consumer performance, and institutional environment. This balance between global standardization and local adaptation is critical to succeed in international markets. Tonkin Disneyland, which opened in 1983, is widely considered one of Disney's most successful overseas parks in countries. Disneyland parks, which opened in 1992, faced country resistance and financial difficulties in its early years. They two cases provide valuable insight into how international business strategy can succeed or struggle depending on culture and market conditions. In this presentation, we will first compare the future and culture adaptation of both parts. Then we will analyze how culture influences the operation and management strategies. Finally, we will provide recommendation on how this could successfully expand into Malaysia. Thank you.
Hello, comparative analysis of Tokyo Disneyland Japan and Disneyland Paris. To begin with, this presentation compares two major international Disney parks, Tokyo Disney Parks and Disneyland Paris. Although all Disney parks share the same brand identity and storytelling tradition, each international park is designed to reflect the cultural value, consumer behavior, and lifestyle of its host country. This means Disney does not simply copy the same theme park in every location. Instead, it's adapting its parks so that visitors can experience Disney magic while still feeling connected to their own culture and the environment. Tokyo Disneyland and Disneyland Paris provide excellent examples for these strategies. While both parks offer similar Disney attraction, characters, and entertainment experiences, they differ significantly in their design, operations, foods, offering, and visitors experience because, on the other hand, Disneyland Paris, which opened in 1992, presents a more European interpretation of the Disneyland. The architecture of the park is heavily influenced by French history and fairy tales. For instance, the famous castle in the park, known as Le Château de la Belle or Bois Dormant, was inspired by medieval French castle and Gothic design elements. This gives the park a more artistic and dramatic atmosphere compared to other Disney parks. In addition, many attractions incorporate European storytelling elements. A good example is the Ratatouille themed ride, which is based on the popular Pixar film set in Paris. In contrast, Disneyland Paris focuses more on the European tourism lifestyle. Visitors are encouraged to explore the park slowly and enjoy a multi-day holiday experience. Many tourists stay at the nearby resort hotel and spend several days exploring the park and its attractions. The entertainment style also reflects European culture, incorporating humor, music, and storytelling traditions that appeal to visitors from different parts of Europe. Dining and shopping experiences are designed to offer visitors an authentic cultural experience, including fresh cuisine and handcrafted souvenirs that reflect the elegance and sophistication associated with Paris. Because Europe attracts tourists from many different countries, Disneyland Paris also offers.
Hello, I'm Cui Yifei Yang, and I will explain the cultural structure of Malaysia and its implication for Disneyland expansion. First, Malaysia is a multicultural society, meaning consisting of Malay, Chinese, and Indians. This diversity means that business must be inclusive and culturally sensitive in their operations. And second, Islam is a dominant religion, so religious considerations are very important. For example, halal food requirements and prayer facilities are essential for Muslim visitors. And third, Malaysia has a collect visit and family-oriented culture. People prefer group activities and often visit attractions with their families. This means Disneyland should design experiences suitable for all age groups. And as a result, the key implication is that business must show high sensitivity to religion and inclusivity. Failure to respect cultural values may lead to negative public reactions. Next, I will discuss cultural behavior and expectations in Malaysia. Firstly, visitors expect halal-certified food and proper prayer facilities. Providing these services will increase customer trust and satisfaction. And secondly, Malaysia celebrates multi-religious festivals such as Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali. Disneyland can incorporate these festivals into parades and events to attract local visitors. And thirdly, Malaysians prefer respectful and warm service. Friendly interaction and good hospitality are key factors in customer experience. Therefore, the cultural reality is that trust depends on cultural alignment. If Disneyland successfully adapts to local culture, it can build strong customer loyalty and achieve long-term success in Malaysia.
Hello, my name is Chen Haoran. Today I will talk about Malaysia market and localization strategy. First, for control and regulation adoption. Disney should follow local control, for example, provide halal food, pro-effective and include festivals like Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali. This helps attract local visitors and shows respect for Malaysia control. Second, for pricing strategy. Disney can use a tiered pricing systems. For example, offer discussions for Asia visitors and provide family packages and annual passes. This makes the park more affordable while keeping a premium image. Third, for location and design. Disney should choose strategic locations like Kuala Lumpur or Juno. Also, the park should adopt the tropical climate and heavy indoor attractions and shadowed areas. Next, I will talk about competitiveness and regional strategy. First, for market strategy. Disney can cooperate with Tourism Malaysia. It promotes the mark internationally. It should target key markets like Indonesia, China, and the Middle East. Also, positioning the park as Muslim-friendly can attract more tourists. Second, for operations and development. Disney should focus on staff training, and service quality. It should also develop sustainable infrastructure and use digital systems like mobile apps and cashless payments. They can improve efficiency and customer experience. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zhang Yuzhe. In conclusion, Tokyo Disneyland shows strong localization and effective operations. In contrast, Disneyland Paris highlight the importance of understanding cultural differences. Overall, successful global expansions depend on realizing standardization with local adaptations. For Malaysia, careful planning, cultural successivity, and sustainability will be important for long-term success.